and my beautiful butterflies. How y'all doing? Come on in the house. Ms.V here, running a little late this morning. Did y'all think I wasn't coming? Oh, I was coming. Just a little pop-up situation that I had to deal with, take care of a little business. So I'm about 7 minutes late, but it's okay. I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. So y'all come on in the house and let's talk about love this morning. Love. Good morning over there. How you doing? I see one person has entered the building on both lives. So say good morning so I will know who you are and who's in the house and who I'm talking to. Hey, Miss Ruby. Miss Ruby is my first one over here. And she hit the like button and she came in and she says, hello, Miss V. How are you? Miss Ruby, I am just doing fine this morning. And hey, my Myra, Miss V in chat. Okay, let's see. Uh, Jason Prince. Good morning, Jason. I already know we got choir rehearsal tonight. Jason is the organist down at the church house. And good morning to you over here, Jason. We're going to talk about love this morning, Jason. Yeah, the greatest gift God ever left us was what? Love. And it is what? Free. So why can't we love each other? Huh? I don't get it. I love you too, Jason, and you know it. You my little brother, okay? From another mother. Sting, how you doing? I'm so glad you came in this morning, Sting, because I was kind of a little bit worried last night because when I picked that topic to talk about, it was just a trending topic in the news, and I just that's what I came up with. But we're going to talk about love this morning. So that's going to be a better topic for you. So good morning to you, Sting. Jason is speaking to you, Sting. What y'all talking about over here? Miss Ruby is speaking. Y'all always speak when you come into the building. Hey, Elaine, how you doing? And Myra speaking to you, Miss Ruby. All right. So we're going to give a few more minutes to get a few more people in here. And then we're going to start talking about love. Hi, Arlene Herbert. Hubert, it's Herbert. Welcome to my chat. I don't think I've seen you in here before, but welcome and thank you. God bless you also. Okay. People are so hospitable over here. I think I got the cream of the crop from all the channels on YouTube, and I'm getting on my Facebook page, old friends and family over here. That's just wonderful. Y'all make my day. Yes, you do. Yes, indeed. Okay, y'all see the beautiful butterflies up there on the wall. I'm getting it together. I told y'all I was. One day I'm going to have the camera pushed back so you can see the whole studio where we coming live from in the morning. Hey, 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 who is this? Let's see. Okay, so y'all have basically stopped speaking to each other, so I think it's time for me to come in with the commentary. We 3 minutes in, and the rest of y'all, when you come in, just speak to each other like you normally do and start dropping your comments in the chat as I talk to you about love. So, hey, Devetta, and she says, hey, Miss Vieta and beautiful people. Hey, my beautiful Devetta. Y'all might not know the story, but when I first came out, people were getting Vieta and Devetta confused. Two different people, totally, but we had met each other on different channels and we always talked to each other. So I'm glad that she decided to come over and subscribe to the page. And everybody's speaking to you, Devetta. So love, let's talk about it. So are y'all aware that there are many different types of love? Lots and lots of different types of love. We're going to talk about them. We're going to get into it. And hopefully I can get most of it out this morning. If not, Myra and her husband are going to be coming on my StreamYard on YouTube tonight after 9:30 because I won't get home from choir rehearsal unless Jason lets us go early, him and my sister down there, Miss Malone, from choir rehearsal. Otherwise, it'll be like 9:30 or after by the time I get home. So we're going to finish off love tonight with my guest, Myra, and her husband. Myra is on my YouTube page. Okay, so where are my glasses? You know, I got to see down. I wrote this stuff down, but I got to be able to see it. Between the cataracts and the floaters, I got to be able to see it, okay? Good morning, everyone, says Sting. So, love is intense. It's an intense feeling of deep affection. That's all it is. That sums it all up right there. It is. Hey, Ocean. Ocean Riders is a content creator out here on YouTube and Facebook. Welcome, Ocean. So there are different types of love. Flower 61, good morning. So Starch is an unconditional love of parents and children. So you may have to identify when you say I love you, what type of love is it? Because we all are guilty of saying I love you, but what kind of love is it? Hopefully by the end, you will know the different types of love. So when you tell a person you love them, then you'll know what type of love that you're giving them. There's agape, and that's the love of mankind. So that's like to everybody when you have agape love. That's the love I have for y'all because y'all are all different. What is Ocean saying? Please smash the like button. It helps with notifications. Thank you, Ocean. Sharon is caring. Thank you, Ocean. Okay. And then there's Phila. That's the love of friends and equals. So to those people you have seen come onto my Facebook page, most of those people over there, I've known them all of my life, or at least 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years of my life. So if you've known a person that long, you've never had a problem with them, they never had a problem with you, that is Phila, the love of friends, okay, and equals. And I have quite a few of them over on Facebook that are starting to come into my chat family, as well as extended family, as well as friends from childhood. Now, it takes a lot on some people's part to learn to love. They never been taught love. They don't know love. There's something missing from childhood when you get to be a grown person, okay, and you don't know what real love is or what the different types of love that you are expressing to a person. You've missed something. Somewhere you've missed something. There are some real serious insecurities in your life. There may be some jealousy. There may be some, oh Lord, it's telling me that my battery is going down. Hold on, y'all. On my live over here. Let me see. Let me see. Where is it? Hold on, y'all people. Hold on. Ms.V. Okay. Hold on. There we go. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I got 15% on my battery, and I'm still not getting it together because I'm not used to other people being in the house with me. And I normally do this at night when I'm here by myself, but it's not like that. So I just got to learn to prepare, knowing that there are other people in here with me now. I'm going to get it. Don't worry. Okay. Hold your horses. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. So, let me think. Where was I? A lot of hatred, a lot of jealousy, insecurity. Maybe they don't know how to love because they've never been shown love. I think most people have had some type of love by this stage in the game from somebody in their life, whether it came from parents, grandparents, friends. You've had one of these different types of love in your life. But for some reason, you're having a hard time expressing it to other people. And you're coming across mad, you're coming across angry, and you're coming across like, why? Now, we all out here on YouTube, we see it on these streets every day. We see it. And we see it probably in real life. Start looking at it. Start paying attention. I'm much more observant in my older age than I was in my young age. I just like whatever passed on through. But now I got time on my hands to sit down, and I got time to analyze situations. And it makes me wonder, like, what's wrong with these people? Have you done anything? Can they tell you anything that you've ever done to them to be bashing you or not being able to love you? 9 times out of 10, no. They don't. Hey, Jules, and thanks for sharing. And welcome. But that's where we are at this stage in the game. And you would think the older you get, the more concerned you would be about loving people. You don't know who's going to have to wipe you up and clean your behind before you leave here. You don't have a clue. You thinking it's going to be your children or your grandchildren or one of your family members. It could happen when you're out of town, in a foreign place, out of the country, and some total stranger might have to do it. You ever thought about that? So while you got it all geared in your head that you got the rest of your life all planned out, that's a bad mistake. Bad mistake, because you have no clue who these people are in the hospital. You don't have a clue who these people might be in a nursing home. You don't have a clue who these people might be in hospice. And you laying there helpless and you can't do nothing. But you've never shown people real love. So how are you going to expect to reciprocate real love when you can't do it for yourself? Something to think about, isn't it? It sure is. Let me get over here on my YouTube and try to catch the comments. Hi, sweet tea. Let's see. Okay, so then we talked about storge. We talked about agape. We talked about philia. We talked about self-love. You gotta love yourself before you can love anybody else. You don't love yourself. How you gonna love me if you don't love yourself? It's impossible. I'm just saying. Think about it. Think about it. It's highly impossible to love me when you don't love yourself. And I'm at a point in my life when I know if you love you by the things you do and say. I'm a comment reader. So if I'm reading these comments on these different channels and stuff, and you coming across with these negative comments and these comments is just tearing down a person you don't know, it's something missing. There's something missing in your life, because we all should have a life by now. We're over 40. So, I mean, that's, again, over my head. And somebody came in over here I need to speak to. Catherine lives in peace, not pieces. Good morning, Ms.V in chat. You're on point, Ms.V. Well, thank you, Catherine. And hey, Jennifer. Okay, so let's keep it moving. You know, we only got an hour. But if we have to take a little bit more time to talk about love this morning, I'm down with it if y'all are. There's platonic love. That's sexual desire or romantic features that are non-existent. All right, you got that? And then I found another love. I never thought about this love. I did my little research this morning. I didn't have a topic till I woke up this morning, and it just fell on me to talk about love. I think if we had a little bit more love for each other, we would have less problems with each other. You can love people in spite of. You can love people from a distance. I think Ed and I have exemplified that all of our life. He comes into my YouTube, and I think it's pretty obvious that we kept whatever love we had for each other at 18 and 20, we kept it. Even though we weren't together, even though we've never been married, he was just the first boyfriend. I was his first girlfriend. Despite me marrying, despite him marrying, despite him divorcing, despite me divorcing, we kept that love for each other. And we may probably never get married, okay? Because I don't want to be. He doesn't want to be. But that doesn't stop us from having love for each other. And there's nothing I wouldn't do for him. There's nothing he wouldn't do for me. I think I'm still learning to fully love myself. That word love wasn't slung around very much except my mom, so it may take time for some people. That's Ocean Riders over there. Hi Vivian, you caught the live. Thank you. Ocean, that's what I was saying. It normally starts in the home as a child. If you're not shown love, if your parents didn't display love to you, it's hard. Because you got to learn it on your own as a grown man now. And it's not going to be easy because there are trust issues out there now because of things you have been through. And it's hard to love a person when you don't trust the person. So it is what it is on that, Ocean. But you'll get there because you're not a mean, evil person. So it's not going to be hard, but you're going to have to kind of let your guards down. But when you do, be careful. Be careful who you letting your guard down to. Get to know that person, and love will just happen. All the people that you're meeting over here on my channels that's coming in and I'm saying that I've known, loved, cared for all these years, it was nothing magic about it. We just connected and we kept it together. That's it, and that's all. People who I've met out here on these streets in the last 2 years since I've been interacting on YouTube and now on Facebook, we just connected. I didn't know Chrissy when I started co-hosting on her page. I still have never met her. We connected before I ever went on her channel. I went over, I listened to her channel, and she was funny. She had me laughing. And that was the connection between me and her, because I don't like to be serious all the time. I like to laugh, but not at nobody else's expense. I laugh at myself before I laugh at somebody and try to tear them down. Because I can do some stuff, baby. Throughout the day, you should be here. I should turn a camera on and then just make a video of it, and you will see. Ms.V is funny. She really is, and she can do some stuff. She really can. Boss Jim is in the house, and she's speaking to Linda, and she says good morning to you and happy Thursday as well. Okay, what we got going on over here? Diva's in the house. Welcome, Diva. Diva has a channel over here on YouTube also. And congratulations, Diva, on your 2,000. Okay, Ocean, thanks for stopping by. Come anytime. Hi, Linda. How you doing? And she's speaking to everybody. Okay, so let's get on down the road, as Miss Carver says. Playful love. I didn't know how to really interpret playful love. I'm thinking that that's just probably you're playing with somebody's love. That's the way I interpreted that love. I didn't see the definition of it when I was researching it, but that's the way I'm going to take it. Hey, Terry, and welcome. And then conjugal love, conjugal love, okay? Now, the only time I've heard of conjugal love was in the prison system where they let the woman and the man, go in a room together. But that wasn't the definition of it. When I looked it up, it said the appeal of body and soul in a marriage. Now, all these people that's in the prison system ain't necessarily married. But that's what they call it, conjugal love. Am I right or wrong? Talk to me. I talk back. There's a difference in what I interpreted to be from what I'd always heard and what the definition explained that it was. Okay? And moving on, we have romantic and passionate love, eros. That's deep because then you're getting with a partner. Doesn't matter what the partner is, it's still the same love. I don't see any difference in man to man, girl to girl, boy to boy, boy, girl. Love is love. Doesn't matter. And you got to accept people, like I've said before, where they are. And I'm that kind of person that I can move up the scale or down the scale. And I think that is a gift that I was given that I didn't even recognize I had until I did age and become old and realize that, wow, you have friends in your life that's been in your life all your life, and none of them can come on here and say that y'all ever had harsh words. None of y'all can say that we've ever gotten into it or we had fights. I think it was kind of unreal to some of you when I said I never had a fight in my life. Never. Not a physical fight I have never had. Never. I've had some verbal fights in my younger years with people who didn't care for me and kept picking and kept bullying. Now, that's one thing I don't deal with. Come correct or don't come at all. Don't come picking with me. Don't come trying to bully me because I'm going to tongue whoop you. I ain't say I was going to cuss you. I don't do that at this point in my life. I try to watch my words now. In the earlier years, yeah, you would have got it. You would have. You sure would have. Good morning, Miss Susie. But now, that's not age appropriate for me to do that. I just stay out from around those kind of people. I don't want them in my life. And now I'm bold. I tell them, get away from me. G-I-T. Y'all know what my new word alert means. Get on. Hurry, quickly. Move. I don't need you. I don't want you. Obviously, you don't want to be in my life. I definitely don't need you. Okay? If I done made it 68 years without you, why are you trying to be a part of my life? No. I don't want you at this point. I'm good with the people who are still in my life from childhood. I'm good with them. Okay? So I ain't really looking for nobody new. I got a whole new family over here on Facebook. I got a whole new family over here on YouTube. So why? Why is it important for you to think that what you say or what you do is going to even faze me? It's going over my head. It's going down my back like water on a duck's back. I don't care. You do nothing for me. You bring nothing good to me, but I'm supposed to clap back because of something you said. You can clap back all you want to. You're going to be clapping back for a long time, and you never get a rebuttal. You're not worth a rebuttal. No. Okay, I'm trying to keep up with y'all. Y'all still speaking. Flower 61 say good morning to you, Linda. And Miss Susie is speaking to you, Boss Jimmy. Moving right along. I found another love. Ludus. Playful and flirtatious. So you see how many different kinds of loves it is out here in the world? And we just throwing this word around so loosely and not knowing where the person who's on the receiving end doesn't know what kind of love you have for them. Think about it. You just said, I love you. Okay. But you're not showing me. Love is an action word. It's not a passive word that just sits there. You really don't have to tell a person you love them. You can show them, and they'll know you love them without ever saying, I love you. You can. Try it. If they don't reciprocate, you need to get. You're wasting your time. I wasted a lot of times trying to love people who really didn't love me. And it just came down to, I think when I really realized that I had to change my way of thinking and not worry about those few people in the world who had problems with me, was when my brother died. Because we had 4 months to be together. And he left some things with me that he wanted me to do. And things that he wanted me to stop doing. And one was clapping back. He didn't do that. He'd get up and leave the room and start up and be gone and never tell you bye before he would clap back. I didn't have his personality. I'm more vocal, or was. I'm working on that. These YouTube streets have helped me to work on that because of things people have said and done. They don't know you. Can't prove it. Just all about the love of money. That's why they said what they said. That's why they wanted you to keep coming. Ain't gonna happen out here on YouTube Road. That's why I don't live on them streets. I run them streets, going on back down the Ducky Trail. I have to know what's going on in my sector, but I don't have to talk about it. I don't have to express nothing about it. I can come up with my own commentary that ain't got nothing to do with nobody else out here. Because whatever's going on in their channels ain't got nothing to do with me. And whatever's going on my channel ain't got nothing to do with them. I'm bringing my commentary. I have commentary to bring. I think every day, what am I going to talk about tomorrow? What am I going to talk about tonight? So I thought love was so important to talk about this morning because Myra and her husband, who've been married 14 years, want to be guests on my panel tonight on 14 years, want to be guests on my panel tonight on YouTube. So we're going to continue love tonight. Hey, stay in my lane. How you doing? Let me see if I need to speak to anybody over here. Good morning, Terry. Vivian was speaking to you, Ocean. I think Ocean had to leave, Vivian. All right. And then there's Maynard. That's obsessive love. Y'all ever found anybody who was just obsessed with you? They love you so much until they almost became a narcissistic love, where they control you. They didn't want you out of their sight. They was jealous of any man who said something to you, or any woman that said something to the man. That's I don't want that kind of love. I don't want nobody to be that obsessed over me that I can't speak to men friends that have been in my life all my life. A typical example was last night. Mr. Ron Blue came into my chat last night. I have known Ron since about 1980. Ron has now married, I think either 2 or 3 years now. He's been married. He was single for a long, long time. But we have had agape love for each other, love of mankind. We have had self-love for each other. I love myself. He loved himself, so therefore we could show love to each other. He now has a wife who is a darling wife to him. I consider her a friend of mine because he's a friend of mine, and she's shown that. The story goes with me and Ron. Remember when I told y'all that I needed a ride from Louisiana back to Texas? I couldn't fly on the plane because I had too much stuff. I'd been there 4 months. I'm a shopper. I bought up a whole lot of stuff. Every chance I got to go out there on the weekend and get something, I got it. So Ron was the person, after I couldn't rent a car, all the cars in those small towns, every week I was supposed to get one on Monday morning at 11 o'clock, and they called and said they didn't have it. From Monroe to Alexandria to Shreveport, what else? Another little town. They didn't have cars, okay? So I thought about it, and I called Ron. And I said, Ron, I'm stuck. For the first time in my life, these were my exact words to him. I told him, I'm stuck. I'm stuck in Louisiana and I need to get home. I've been here 4 months now. Everything I came to do, I've done it and it's over. It's time for me to go home. Can you come pick me up? He asked me, where are you? I told him where I was. He was willing to drive 6.5 hours. He and his wife that I had never met. I knew her off of social media, but we had never met in person until the night he came to get me. And I told him, I said, no, let me work my way to the Texas line so you won't have that long drive to come get me. So I did. VJ, who comes on my live, took me to Arcadia. My girlfriend Sidney from elementary school picked me up in Arcadia and took me to her house outside of Shreveport in Greenwood. Now, these are just friends. This ain't family. Now, these are just friends that have been in my life all my life. None of us are family. That's why I told you it's important to have outside people in your life. It's important to have extended families in your life. It's important to treat people right. Now, how could I have called him with a brand new wife that I've never met before and asked him if he could come pick me up if we didn't have that type of sisterly, brotherly love for each other? Huh? This man came. He loaded up the back of the truck. He loaded up the inside of the truck. He's got the big truck with the 2 seats in it. And I met his wife, who was sitting in the front seat for the first time. And it was so pleasant coming home. I had to scooch up in the corner. I had so much stuff. And they were worried if I had enough room. I told them, just get me home. I sit on the top of the truck. I was so ready to come home if I needed to. That's real love. That's my little brother from another mother. You'll meet him. I'll go to his house one day for something because he's always having something over there. So just be careful with who you're loving, because you may be loving somebody that ain't loving you. I've had to walk away from people. Just walk clean away from them. They don't even know I'm gone. They still walking around trying to say this and say that. And baby, you're not even in my world. You're not a part of my life. But poor things, they don't even know it. Now, Jason is on here. Jason is from the church. He knows that I am who I am and this is who I am because he see it every Sunday. He see it at choir rehearsal. I ain't no different when I go down there tonight to choir rehearsal. I'm coming in there just like this. Hey, how y'all doing? I get along with all the people up there in the choir. Yeah. They ain't never did nothing to me. We up here trying to sing praise the Lord. That's what we came to do. So I just keep it like that. Just keep it real. Hey, La, got it right. What's up, No More Drama? And y'all speaking. What we got going on over here? Sting is in the house, and she's speaking to Diva, and she's speaking to Ocean, and she's sharing is caring. Thank you, Sting. All right, I became a member on your channel. Thank you, Sting. I appreciate that. Okay. So you on Facebook or YouTube, Sting? Because I got both of them running simultaneously, so I don't know which one is which. Okay, but it doesn't matter. I'm coming on both of them. So whichever one, you can subscribe to one, both, or all. I don't really care. And then there's pragma. That's another kind of love. That's committed for the long haul. That's the kind of love we go into marriages thinking that it's going to be pragma. But a lot of times, we go into marriages for the wrong reasons, or we go in there loving a person, but not in love with a person. And you never fall in love, so it ain't going to work. Somebody going to get tired of somebody. People change as they age. Y'all have to meet these changes together. That's another reason. You don't stay the same. I'm not the same person I was in my 20s, 30s, 40s, or 50s. I'm laid back. We out here on this fantastic voyage, just living life and having a good time. Ms.V, you have YouTube pages going, what? At the same time. Oh, Lord, I thought I was on Facebook. Okay, well, I'm just going to shut one of them down, okay? Because I didn't realize that. Okay, see, I was in a hurry this morning. Okay, so my Facebookers are not seeing me. I just shut that one down. Okay, and I'm just going to take that one down. And I just have one page. So I was moving too fast this morning because I was late, okay? That's what happens when people interrupt your life. Thank you, Steen, for telling me that, okay? And they're going to save the stream as private. Keep it as private over there. Okay, I get back with my Facebookers, I guess, after this. Because ain't no sense in starting in the middle. Okay. It is what it is. And then there's philotia, love. That's self-love. That's the love I was talking about. If you didn't have self-love, you cannot have any kind of other love. You can't love me if you don't love yourself. I don't want your love if you don't love yourself. Keep it. I'm good. For real. Enduring love. I never realized until I started researching the word love, there is so many different ways you can love a person, and each love means a different thing. Did y'all realize that? Huh? So Sting is over here. Now, y'all, I'm sorry. I wish somebody had said something before then because I really thought I was on Facebook and YouTube. That's okay. I'll go back and talk to my Facebook babies later. And I'm sorry, Facebook. So enduring love is lasting of time despite flaws or problems in a relationship. Now that's a lot of give and take there, enduring love. Because you're not going to see eye to eye every day. You're not going to agree every day. To disagree or disagree to agree every day. Love is deep. To speak on love and to talk about love is deep. Because it's something that comes from within. And like I said, it's an action word. So you have to show love. You just can't say it and not show it. Because then a person's not going to feel it. It's a feeling. Love is. So you have different types of love too for your spouse. And I just found that out this morning. See, Ms.V, she ain't too old to learn. She learning too. Philia, eros, storge, and agape love are a beautiful description that helps spouses. Okay? So I've given you the definition of them. So now you know what type of love you should have for your spouse. The most common ones are eros, agape, and philos. That's the most common. Okay? But then it got a little deeper. And it took me into the Bible. And there are, if you go into biblical love, it's there. Now, some of y'all don't believe, so you're not going to go in there. But those who do believe, go look it up. Just go back to the back and look up love and then see where it take you in the Bible. Then you'll understand it. It has been written over 2,000 or some years ago what love is. Read it. Read it for yourself. Get an understanding. Okay? What's this over here? Y'all, I hope y'all switched over to the one page when I cut off the other page. What are you saying? Lala, a lot of give and take is absolutely right. Yes, you have to. You really do. Who's that? Lala. And Stay in My Lane says, I was in my 20s when I got married. I love him, but wasn't in love with him. But it built as time went on. And it can happen. She just said, here's a witness to you can love but not be in love and grow to be in love. When you're with somebody, if you have some type of love for them, Stay in My Lane says you can fall in love and be in love with somebody. Thank you, Stay in My Lane. Sting of the Black says, I told you earlier, but you didn't see it. Oh, I'm sorry, Sting. Like I said, I was kind of on the run this morning because I had something to come up at the last minute I had to take care of. And I came on late and I thought I was getting on YouTube on one and Facebook on the other, but it didn't. So, you know, Ms.V, she just keep it moving. The vetter says, hold on, but I thank you. The vetter says, yes, the Bible way is the agape love. Love for everybody. Yes, the vetter. Okay. Timmy says, Ms.V has two. Oh, okay. Thank you, baby. I got it. I just turned one off because I thought one was Facebook. Myra, that's what my husband is going to do. He's going to do both the Bible love and the self-love. Thank you, Myra. Great. We can't wait then to have y'all on the panel tonight. Flower 61 is saying, amen, Devetta. Agape love. I think that's what Devetta says. And then, y'all, I found another one that y'all may have never even considered. No, N-O, love. Did you stop to think about that one? Some people just don't love nobody. Don't love themselves. Don't love their parents. They don't love their sister, brother, cousin, auntie, uncle, neighbor next door. They don't know love. They don't know how to love. It ain't no love in them. They just exist. And those people will do and say anything. They're dangerous people. A person that doesn't know love is dangerous because they'll use you. They'll scam you. They'll rob you. They'll steal from you. They'll steal your joy from you. I came out here with love and joy in my heart this morning. Woke up happy, like I try to wake up every morning. But if I come on here and either one of y'all had said something like, Ms.V is just a hateful woman, or just anything negative, I would have had to stop and think about that and say, no. Why? I'm going to ask you. Yeah. I want to know why you feel that way. What did I do to you? Why do you feel like I'm hateful when I don't even know you? I'm getting to know you on social media. Tammy says she's full of love. It's free. I can love you. I can love a person who I've never seen before until they show me that my love is not wanted or it's not needed. It's easy to love for me. But once you come for me and you come at me wrong, I can cut it off and keep it moving. And I don't even know you. I don't want to know you. I don't want you around me. I don't want you in my life. I'm moving on to the next person who might want to receive my love, who want to give me love. That's just where I am. I don't care who it is. It can be brother, sister. I don't care. You don't have to love me at this point because I love myself. And with that, and I know God loves me. So with those two people loving me, myself and God, I don't need much more love. You know, if I receive some more, good. If I don't, I'm good. I'm good. Lala says it's easy to love for me too. Yeah. Okay. The no love doesn't worry about people too much. As a person that does not love, you are no longer proud to be with those people. If you don't love them, you really don't care. That's where I am. You know, with the people, I just don't have love for. I mean, I just move. I don't have nothing to say about them, and I don't want them around me. I don't want to hear nothing from you. Just move, go. You're standing in the way of somebody else's love is the way I look at it. Okay? And we don't need that. We really don't. Next. That used to be my favorite word, stay in my lane. Next. I try to love everybody, but some people just won't let you. And don't keep wasting breath and time and energy and whatever, Devetta, on that person. You see it. You just said it. So move them over to the side. Put them in the back of your life, okay? If they don't know how to receive your love and you are giving them the love, just move away from them. Let them know you don't care. I've had it to happen to me. I don't care. They've had things where they didn't invite me. I don't care. They show me on social media what's going on. You know, people who I care about or I thought I loved. I don't care. You're not a part of my life at this point in my life. Okay? These people who are doing things for me and I'm doing things for them and I'm showing them love and they showing me love, that's who is a part of my life. I've already shown you love. Okay? But you didn't want to reciprocate. Keep it moving. That's all I can tell you. That's it. That's all. If you're constantly comparing them to others, ain't no love. If you're with a person that never plans a date, okay? He always got something else, and you got to be begging to take me out. Can we go to eat? Can we do that? You think that's love? If he loved you, he'd make the time. He'd take the time. Or she. It could be vice versa. But if they got something else that's more important than trying to satisfy their mate or their friend all the time. Now, we all have stuff to pop up in our lives where we have to change plans all day, every day. But that's not something that should pop up in a relationship all day, every day. Because I'm going to start thinking, you got time to do everything else you want to do. But you ain't got time to take me to eat. You ain't got time to take me on vacation. Or you don't want to go on vacation. I got to go by myself, but I got a mate. You got to go. You got to go. That's a sign. We have all kind of red flags, but we tend to want to overlook them. Because we want this perfect love relationship, regardless to what type of love it is and who it's with. Start analyzing it. Start looking deep into people. How they treat you. What they say. What they do. You'll figure it out. It won't take long either. If your relationship is not leveling up, it's here. It's at a standstill. You might need to sit down and communicate. Keyword, communicate. That's the key to any type of relationship. If you can't communicate, you're never going to have nothing. You don't know what the other person is thinking or doing. Not until you start communicating with them. Okay, I can't come out here and get a social media platform with y'all, not learn who you are by what your comments are saying to me, and not get to know you, and think that my channel is gonna level up. Because you're never gonna tell nobody about it. You're never gonna tell anybody that you even watch me. You, you're not gonna stay with me either. You can move on. You've seen channels out here that start with a people, and then all of a sudden you looking at, or it's a whole brand new set of folks. Them other people gone because they saw the true you, and you wasn't true to what you were out here saying to those people. I don't care how long you've been out here. Your audience will flip on you, and they have a right to do that because you flipped on them. Linda, wait a minute. Let me catch up with my comments here. Linda, so can I have a very strong gift of picking up on people and discernment? Okay. That was Devetta. Tammy says, that lady over there that's talking about my internet sister for 2 years don't love herself. My opinion, I'm keeping it real. And you're right, Tammy. We talked about self-love. You got to love yourself before you can love anybody else. And thanks for not putting any names in my comments. We all know who you're talking about. I totally agree with you. It's at the point where it's just like, it's sickening to me. It's like, when is enough enough? You know, I don't care. I can go watch it myself. I don't need you to watch and give your opinion to me. I don't want to hear that no more. I'm tired of it. Tired of you. Myra says, so you all will know my husband is a doctor in the ministry. Oh, I didn't know that, Myra. Well, okay, that's perfectly good. Okay, Sting says, my problem is I love too much. And I was guilty of that. Not anymore. I just show my love to everybody. And if they don't reciprocate, I ain't reciprocating. I showed it to you. You didn't bother to want it. That tells me I got to keep it moving. I can't sit around and try to make you love me. I don't have that much time left in my life for that. And there's too many other things I got to do throughout the day in my own life to sit and try to convince you of what I've done, what I've given, what I've shown, how I've embraced you all my life. And then you're going to sit there and act like you don't know it. Well, go on then. Go tell anybody who you want to. Because if you think that people don't see through what you saying and doing, and they haven't seen this in me, and that's another thing, people try to convince other people not to love you because they don't. That's people who can't mind their business. That's messy people. That's people who want to see division. I don't like them kind of people either. I can't stand that. I should not have a problem with Tammy because Sting has a problem with Tammy, or vice versa. What they do to me, I ought to be able to talk to both of them still. And if I was any kind of friend to both of them, I'd try to sit them down and let's talk about this. Let's find out what the real problem is so we can come to an agreement, okay? And we won't go down those roads no more because they weren't happy places. That was a hard, rough, rocky road. And that's what people my age should be doing. People in the ministry should be doing. Anybody should be doing. But do they? Hi, Wanda Younger. Welcome. Miss Jackie Johnson says the Lord is gracious and full of compassion, slow to anger, and of great mercy. And you are absolutely correct. Linda also says, Flower 61, that's true. Then it makes the next person suffer because you're skeptical about opening up. I have had time to reflect now on my brother's life that passed away in August the 31st, the one I went to take care of. And the man had so much love in him for people. And a lot of things that I saw at his funeral, that's when a lot of things gonna come out. When you're gone and when you can't even hear it no more. But he had done so much for people that I was just sitting there amazed. Kids who had gotten in trouble. I told you he was in the legal profession, in the sheriff department and at the DA's office. That was his two careers, his retirement from those. And young kids that had gotten in trouble, or maybe just somebody that knew him, call and say, Mr. Brown, I had a flat out here. Can you come and help me? They didn't call their mama. They didn't call a person that was close to them. They knew he was coming. He wasn't gonna leave you out there on the road. And we are very similar in that aspect. Like I say, we have a lot of the same mannerisms. The difference was he was quiet, quiet, quiet. I'm more vocal. And that's what he was telling me about before he left here. Sis, you have all the attributes of a loving, kind, caring person. And you have exemplified that all your life. But I want you to be less vocal. That's the words he left for me. So I've been trying to do that. Just ignore it. But I told him, I said, I've tried ignoring. I've tried to, just like the people who cause problems for me, I don't call them. I don't go around them. I don't say nothing to them. I just ignore them. And when I am around them or forced to be around them, I speak and I keep my distance. But they continue. And that's when he told me, he said, you can't do nothing about jealousy. You can't do nothing about hatred. You cannot make a person love you no matter what you've done or what. Just stay out from around them. That was his words of advice for me. And keep your life going because you've done well. And that's what he said. And I told him the same thing. You've been a good husband, a good father, a good everything, a good friend, a good neighbor, all of that. And that's what people got up there and said about him. Yep. And like I say, I learned so much about him that I didn't even know because we never lived in the same part of the country. He was still living back in my hometown. I had moved here, there, and everywhere. I came home for holidays. We didn't see each other, but maybe a couple of hours during the holidays, a day here, a couple of hours a day there. So we never really had that heart-to-heart talk. So I thank my sister-in-law, Ira, who y'all saw in here the other day. She came into the chat. That was his wife. For allowing me to come and spend time with my brother in his last days. I really appreciate that, Ira. Let me catch up. Wanda Younger says, no more drama. Good morning. She's speaking. Linda says, Flower 61, that's true. Then it makes the next person suffer because you're skeptical. I read that one. And Tammy is telling Miss Jackie, amen. And Devetta, good advice from your brother. God rest his soul. Oh, yeah. He was a brother. I can honestly say I had a brother in him. Like I said, we weren't always in and out of each other's homes, but I noticed that about my friends. Natalie was on here last night on Facebook, and I told you that we had our babies real close together, and I had my babies, and I mentioned that when Brandy got out of her baby bed, I gave the baby bed to Natalie. Do you know that is the only time I have been in Natalie's home? Natalie has never been in my home, and we've been friends for 40 years. Most of the people who get on here, they'll tell you that. I don't go in their homes. We meet in restaurants. We've gone to concerts together. We've taken vacations together. We've taken trips together. But sitting up in their home all the time, nope. They don't do it in mine. I don't do it in theirs. If we want to get together, pick up the phone and say, hey, you want to meet me? You want to go this place? I called a girlfriend yesterday and I told her I'm going to have to take a trip out of town. You want to go with me because I don't want to drive by myself? And she said, yeah. But I ain't been in her home in weeks now. I was in her home for the holidays because she cooked some food for me and she called me and told me to come get it. But for her to come over here every day or me to go, we don't do that. We don't talk to each other every day either. Okay? But this particular friend and I have been friends since our days out at the plant at Amoco. And that we started out there. I think she started in the 80s. I started in 79. And remain friends. I think if you don't be all up under these people all the time, you're not going to get into it with them. And when you do see each other, you happy to see that person. Y'all, I done gone over my hour. Okay, but I'm gonna stay with y'all a little while longer because I'm enjoying this. I hope y'all are. So Devetta says, good advice from your brother. Okay, thank you, Devetta. Chrissy Chronicles. Good morning, Chrissy. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, Ms.V, not Mr. I don't get it. Okay. Chrissy speaking to everybody. So Linda is saying, Ms.V, I'm loving this conversation. I have two brothers that I haven't seen over 30 to 40 years. They're my siblings. They are my siblings, but I feel no love from them. I know in the Bible it says, love one another. Linda, we all have that in every family. I have it in mine. It doesn't bother me. It used to. Not anymore. I don't have time to worry with that. I got my own life here. I'm a single woman here by myself. I got things to do. I got to take care of this, okay? And by choice, I choose not to have another husband, not really interested in dating right now at this point, okay? So I just don't have time to think about it, nor do I care what they say. It doesn't matter to me. I'm a big girl. I've always had to stand alone. I've done things in my life where I didn't have them anyway. When I went through immigration, I stood alone. When I moved away from home, I was away from them. So I was in Texas by myself, Vancouver by myself, St. Louis by myself. Where else have I lived? Baltimore by myself. They weren't there. Okay? So if you are independent and you know your worth, you don't have to worry about nobody else. If they there, they there. If they're not, you know, you can only reach out to somebody for so long. And then you get tired. They're not reciprocating. Leave them alone. Let them go live that raggedy life in the kind of way they want to live it. They got the problems. You don't have the problems. You're moving right along with people who love you. That's all you can do. Okay? Ms.V, enjoying your life like always. Have a blessed day. Thank you, Jennifer, on purpose. Thank you, Jennifer, and thanks for the hearts and the crowns. Linda says, I pray before I leave this earth, I can say I love them. You can say it, Linda, now. You can, because you probably do. But it's the way they have treated you that makes you hold whatever love you have for them inside. But I wouldn't dwell too much on it, Linda. I wouldn't waste a lot of time on it because we don't know how this thing is going to end up. They may need you. They may need an organ. They may get sick and need your help. It might not be to the bitter end that y'all come to love each other, but if it's meant to be, it's going to happen. Now, you can't change who they are. You can't. You can only work with you, Linda. So just don't let it be a headache to you. I know you would like for it to be a perfect, loving relationship. So would I. But it ain't. So I deal with the what is. And that's how I get through it. And I've gotten to the place where I don't care. I don't let it bother me. You do you. If you feel like you right in your heart for what you're doing and what you're saying, good. Fine, perfect. Because I feel like I'm right in my heart for getting out from around you because I'm tired of you bashing me and talking about me behind my back and it's getting back to me. That's how I do those kind of people. Okay? Just skedaddle. You move on with your life and live your life any kind of way you want to. I don't call you, don't call me. Okay? When you decide you want to do right, okay, I'll open my arms and let you come back in. But as for now, you stand on the outside looking in. I don't care. Y'all right. I got to, what Myra's saying, getting it last night from a so-called friend from what I heard on a phone call. I was really hurt, but I'm thankful I was there to heat the phone call. They can't be a friend to me. Yeah, you got to decide who your friends are. You just say everybody ain't your friend, okay? And I don't think it was designed that way. I mean, there's too many people in the world. There's too many cultures in the world. You bond with those people who bond with you. You connect with those people who connect with you. And stop worrying about them folks that you can't connect with. They're not going to do you no good. Even if they do connect with you, they're going to use you. They're going to take your kindness for weakness. They're going to talk about you behind your back when you're gone. They're going to keep up family issues or friend issues and tell everybody how they feel, their opinion of you. And why? Think about it, why would they even go out there and do that? Why would they want somebody else to dislike you because they dislike you? Insecurity, jealousy, hateful, envy. It don't matter. And it don't matter where they are. They could be up in the church house. They could be in the juke house. People are people. I've found all over the world. I don't care where I've traveled. People are people. They all have their own little distinct characteristics about them. Don't matter. What country? Nope. What color? That doesn't matter. People are people. So Myra is saying, oh, on what I heard, the love is gone. It may be. You got to decipher that, Myra. And not worry about it. Okay? And don't you have other people to love? I meet new people every day, all day long. I met all of y'all in the last 6 weeks to get to know you on my channel and to get to love you on my channel from a distance. Okay? Y'all are getting to know me. Okay? So No More Drama says, Linda, if you have a cell number to your brothers, you can text them, I love you, and you did your part. I totally agree. That's all you can do. No More Drama, it's a fact. You let them know, okay, that you love them. And be careful now. You say 30 to 40 years. You don't really know these people now, Linda. They may be your blood brothers or whatever. But if you've had no contact, you don't know what you're inviting back into your life either, do you? Okay? Now, I agree with her that you probably should text them and just let them know that you love them. But be careful if y'all start coming back into each other. Get to know them. Because you don't. They're strangers to you. Okay? That's all Ms.V gonna say. Be careful. Linda says, yes, you're right. We don't know what God has planned for us. And we don't. Linda, I have a sister that's not talking to me at the moment. I'm loving her from a distance. Tammy, you don't have a choice. You can still love her and you loving her right. Give her space. Let her go on out there and do her thing. Because like I say, in the end, you don't know how this is going to end up. My brother never saw that he was going to need a kidney before he left here. Remember, he was supposed to be getting a kidney transplant, but he didn't make it. But it just so happened that his stepson stepped up to the plate, went to Birmingham and tested positive to give him a kidney. And he had raised this child from 8 years old. But he had a billboard across the state of Louisiana with his name on it in different cities for a whole year. Nobody stepped up to the plate. Nobody. Nobody in the family. But this outside child who is his stepson that he became a father to was willing to give him a kidney. That's how it happens. You just never know. Okay. Hey, hanging out. Welcome, welcome. We over our hour this morning. Linda God knows your heart. Yes, he does. Linda says, my mother is still instilled in her children that you have no friends, but you won't understand the meaning until you grow up and experience saying you have a friend. That was good advice from your mom. It makes sense to me. Jackie's saying she agrees with me 100%. Sassy Chick, welcome and good morning. When people show you who they are, believe them. You better. Actions will always speak louder than words. I was guilty of that, Sassy, of people showing me who they were, but staying in their life. I'd let them dog me because I didn't have sense enough at that time in my life to move. Oh, I got it now, though. Thank God I got it before I left here. I'm moving out from around. You ain't got to tell me. No. If you bothering me and I ain't bothering you, you bullying me, you harassing me, I'm going to tell you, get out my life. Leave me alone. Then I'm going to block you where you can't contact me. You ain't right. If you want to get back and you want to do right by me, you'll figure it out. You know where I live. Come ring the doorbell. Myra, that's what they do. Wait a minute. That's what they was doing at the times, bashing. Okay. Move out from around it. Linda's telling Sasha she believes that. Linda, I have been hurt by a close friend. I think a lot of people have been hurt by a close friend, but you thought it was a close friend. But maybe they really weren't a close friend. Think about it. Or maybe something changed in y'all's dynamic of the friendship and you didn't see it. Go back and look over that situation and try to analyze it, Tammy. Myra, your realness will be missed more so than their deception. Fact, Sassy. Flowers 61 is speaking to you, hanging out. Tammy, I have two was friends to the end, I thought. Oh, you saying you had two friends that was friends to the end, you thought. Yeah, well, it happens. But that's only two people. How many people live in the world? Billions. Replace them. They can be replaced. People are not in your life forever. Remember, people are in your life for a reason or a season. And the reason could be positive or it could be negative. Let's hope that those people that are in your life show you positive results as a friend and show you true love as a friend. You can discern. You know by now. We all at that age where we know. Tammy says, Ms.V, awesome content. I don't know. Thank you, Tammy. That's just what came across my mind when I woke up this morning. And I was trying to think, what are we going to talk about today? Because I asked y'all last night and nobody really had anything to give me as content. And that's just the subject that popped up this morning in my head, love. So I got my little pencil and paper out. I started looking up the definition, like I always try to bring y'all a definition, and then start writing down a few things out of my head that I thought about and researching different types of love and stuff. And I'm glad y'all like it. I put a little time into it, about an hour and a half. That's another reason I was a little late coming on. And then that's another reason why I messed up on my tablets, because I normally have them already set up. But the niece was here. She was kind of in my way in here. So I'm gonna have to do better and work around that. Because I woke up early. I did go over on Justice page, watched her for a little while this morning. I caught the tail end of Auntie Loretta this morning, and then got my content together for today, and then the doorbell. And that's what threw my day off. But it's okay. It's okay. I don't let too many things excite me or upset me. Um, Hanging out is saying, that's right, Miss V. Wanda Younger is saying, some people don't know how to be a real friend. And you're right. And you probably don't need to be around them if you already discern that they don't know how. Get you, Wanda, you need to get. Don't stick around and allow those people to infringe on your love or your kindness, or take your kindness for a weakness. Don't do it. I think being in the beauty business for 17 years too, with a salon and a barber shop as big as mine was, and so many people walking through the door in a day's time, on a weekend it could be 1,000 people walk through those doors because there was so many people working in there. You had to learn to read people real fast. They're coming up into your place of business, and you had to set boundaries for them. They knew when they came in there what I was going to deal with and what I wasn't going to deal with. They knew that my doors was open to all colors. I had all colors in there. I had young, old, I had children. I had people from the ministry. I had the dope dealer in there. I had everybody in that shop. Somebody came on here the other night. Oh, Veronica, when we went to Wortham, she was talking about that shop. That shop was a place where blacks and people met because there was nowhere to go in this area. There are no nightclubs. They never had them. Maybe back in the 70s, I remember one up on the other end of NASA One, but that was back in the late 70s when that little club was there. But other than that, you got to go to restaurants and meet up. But this was an established business where people came in. They sometimes didn't even want service. They just came in to holler and to sit around and chat with everybody. I had French doors and a wall with a window separating the beauty shop from the barber shop. The barber shop was actually in the front and the beauty shop was behind. So the women walked through, but they were always so respectful. Those men that came through that beauty shop, Cosmic International Hair and Barber Shop, they were so respectful to the women because these were professional women. Most of them worked up at the Space Center because I was right down the street from it. A lot of them were nurses and doctors from over here to the medical center because it was right down the street the other way. Others I had started with in Texas City drove the distance to Clear Lake to come to me. That said a lot. In my earlier years, when I first got started off, I worked in a black shop and I worked in a Caucasian shop because I wanted to know how to do anybody's hair. So those Caucasian men that I cut their hair every week, I had about 75 of them that would run in from the plants in Texas City and sit in my chair and get their hair cut. When I moved from Texas City, which is a 30-minute drive to where I moved in Clear Lake, they followed me up here. And they kept me grounded until I could build a clientele in this area. Because when I came here, I knew nobody. I told y'all I have stepped out on faith a lot. I have done things that it's amazing to me. To walk away from a job, making the kind of money I was making with the benefits I had, to open up a beauty salon in an area you don't know nobody. Sound a little crazy, don't it? I told you I was. I didn't lie, but I did. You're right, Tammy. Oh, wait a minute. Flower says, let me go back. Myra says, Ms. V, that's me. I found that out last night. I've moved around and they don't know. They don't have to know. They'll figure it out when they don't see you. Flower 61 says, if we say we love God, we automatically should love all of our brothers and sisters because God is love. Fact. Okay. Myra's agreeing with you, Sassy. And Tammy says it's plenty content out here. It is. I told y'all I went over there on Shannon Truth's page one night and we ain't talk about nothing but the weather in different parts of the country because everybody live in a different place and had the best time. I met people over there I wouldn't have never met because I hadn't been on Shannon's page in a long time. And I was just looking for somebody to watch that night. And I said, oh, that's Shannon. I ain't been on her page in a long time. Let me go over there and see what Shannon talking about. Went off into the chat. I met a whole lot of people. I didn't know them. They might have known me, but I ain't know them. They over here now on my page. Thank you. Let's see. Linda says, my circle is very small. My choice. Okay. Okay. You deal with what you can deal with. My circle is big because of the occupations I've been in, because I've lived so long, that I brought so many people along the way, or they brought me. I don't know who brought who, or we just came together along the way. And I have a pretty big circle. As time grows and they realize I'm out here on this YouTube streets and I'm on the channel, they'll come in. I haven't been picking up the phone, calling them, telling them I got a YouTube channel or I got a Facebook channel. They'll see it. I ain't no hurry to do nothing at this point in my life. Okay. Myra says, what hurts the most is the person who was old enough to be a mother figure to me. It happens. People get off track. And can. I might be old, but I can get off track just like everybody else. That's why I told y'all, check me. When y'all don't agree or y'all see something I'm doing that you know I'm wrong, but maybe I don't see it, you can say something over here. Got thick skin. You're not going to bother me. I'm going to either agree or disagree. And if I disagree, I'm going to explain why. And we're going to keep it moving. Okay? The vetter says, Myra, it's when you really think you know a person, you really don't. For real, for real. Sometimes, the vetter. Yeah, I agree. Ms.V, God is pleased with your content because love has waxed cold in the world. Yeah, it has. And I don't understand it, Flower, because it's free. Usually, free stuff ought to be easy. You ain't have to pay for it. You didn't have to do nothing to give it or receive it. That's what is so amazing to me, why we don't have more love in the world when it's free. Like I've said before, I could be off the charts with my numbers. If I had come out here and just started dogging people and bashing people, people love drama. But I got to live with that. I got to answer for that. I don't care. I'm not doing that. Okay? And nobody has done nothing to me, and I'm just going to come out here and I'm just going to start my content and I'm just going to go. Bam. Now, it's different. If they came for me or they came after me, I'm going to defend myself. I expect for you to do the same thing. But it's all in how you address it, too, to let a person know. You don't need to come for me because you're not going to get what you're looking for. Okay? You're not. You'll end up hurting yourself fooling with me. I'm not the one. Okay? I'm serious about my love and my desire to be loved out here. I'm not at a point in my life where I'm going to put up with a bunch of foolishness either. So get off my page, get on back over there, do your page, and life will be good. And that's the way I see it, and I mean what I say. Good morning, Ms.V, mods and chat. Please unblock my other page. Danya, I'm glad you in here. I went into YouTube this morning. I did not see your name in there. Are you on Facebook? Because I thought you was on YouTube. I looked when I was doing my content for this morning. I went in there and your name was not blocked. So talk to me and tell me, are you talking about, you got to be talking about on Facebook. Danya. Because you weren't on YouTube. You were not blocked. Try going in on Danya on you. What am I on now? I'm on YouTube now. And see if you can come in. Because if you can come in, you're not blocked. I'm my 2 cents with Danya. Okay. So I still didn't see that. Danya. I'm going to go back and look again. But I did not see Danya anything. Okay. But I did not look, to be honest, under my 2 cents with Danya. I looked under Danya Grice. So I'll go back and look again, Danya. But I did try this morning. I thought about it. Because I knew you was going to come over here and say something. See, I know ya. Uh-huh. Good morning, Ms.V. Mars and Chats. Please. Okay, I'm going to do it, Danya. I promise. Belladonna, you're late working, but listen. Okay, Belladonna. Good. Thank you. Good morning, Grandma Dee. That's Danya. Grandma Dee. Okay. Devet is speaking, laughing. Danya, I guess Ms.V had forgot. No, I didn't, Devetta. I really went in there, but I only looked under Danya Grice. I didn't look under my 2 cents with Danya, and I accidentally blocked her with this. I must have hit her name and blocked her by accident because I didn't block her on purpose. I did not, and I told her that. I haven't blocked anybody since I've had my channel. And when I looked at my block list, I didn't see anybody that had been on my channel that had been blocked. And I hope we can keep it that way because I don't like blocking people. See, I don't even have mods on here this morning, and we good. If I had to block somebody, I'd be looking like, okay, y'all better help me block them because I don't know how to block them. I just tell them, just get off my channel. Don't say nothing else to me, okay? I ain't gonna block you, but go on about your business. Mr. Vetter, she blocked my other page with that pen she had. Yes, this pen right here. So you're saying I blocked the 2 cents with Danya page. That's the page I need to go look for because I just looked under your name. I wasn't thinking about you had a page, Danya. I get it together. Just okay. By the time I come on again, I will look under my 2 cents with Danya. Grandma Dee. Okay. Yes, I remember you telling her about that. Okay. No, here in YouTube, you probably have to go to your Google settings. Okay, Danya. Okay. Look in your Google settings. Yes, ma'am. I will. Grandma Dee. Yes, ma'am. Okay. My child is on me this morning. Y'all here. You see, she's telling me what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and probably gonna tell me to get off here and go on do it right now. That's Danya. Okay. Okay, I apologize. I'm wrong. Why are you apologizing, Devetta? Apologizing for what? I ain't seen nothing you did. Cute purple blouse. It's actually a little jacket. One of my girlfriends gave it to me when I was in Monroe, VJ, who the one that's always telling me what to do in the studio and the take the flowers and put some more flowers in there. That's what she told me the other day because you got copycat flowers. I ain't never heard of that before. What is a copycat? Artificial flowers. She called it a copycat flower. I ain't got no real flowers in my house. I'm going to kill them. Why I'm going to bring them up in here? I don't have iris. I'm going to kill that stuff. I'm going to overwater it. I ain't going to water it enough. I don't do well with that. I don't have a green thumb. It must be black or something. Okay, I apologize. Okay, I don't know about that. Thank you, Belladonna. Go to my page. Hit the 3 dots, top right, and see if you block me there. Yes, ma'am, Danya. I got you, baby. Y'all laughing at me and Danya. That's what we do. We used to didn't like it. Well, Danya didn't like me in the beginning. I didn't never have a problem with Danya. Now we the best of friends. Now I done accidentally blocked her and she on here. I done took up my page talking about go unblock me. And next she gonna say right now, watch. That's who she is. I done learned who she is, baby. She's something else. I love her though. Okay. I told Donna you forgot about her, but you didn't. Oh, okay, Devetta, you ain't gotta apologize for that. That's just Danya. Ain't about to think about Danya. We gonna get it together though before we go. But y'all, we have been on here an hour and almost 30 minutes. Miss V, that's water under the bridge. I love you. I love you too, Danya. And I'm gonna get it together. Okay, I'm going and do what you told me to do. Go to your page, go to the three dots, and see if you blocked. Is that right, Danya? Okay. So y'all, I messed up with my Facebook, so I got to go over there and deliver some kind of message because I had both of y'all. I had two YouTube pages pulled up, instead of one. But thanks to Sting and to whoever else told me that, y'all keep me on track. I done told y'all, woo, I'll mess up in a minute, and I did this morning, thinking I had one page for YouTube and one page for Facebook, but tonight at after 9:30, because I don't get home until 9:30. Choir practice 7 to 9. By the time I get here, it's 9:30. I'm going to have StreamYard on for YouTube. So my Facebookers, I will not be coming on Facebook tonight. I will be coming on YouTube only with Myra and her husband as my guests. And we will continue the conversation of love. I have appreciated all of y'all coming on. Y'all did great with the like button. I love y'all in my chat. Y'all are so inspiring and so motivating. And we can talk about any issues we want to without anybody getting upset, getting mad at the other one. You are expressing your desires. You're expressing your feelings over here. And we all have sympathy and empathy for each other. Okay, this is Danya again. We'll work it out. I just have to come as Grandma Didi until you figure it out. All I can do is shake my head with that girl right there. That's it. That's all. That's my little YouTube daughter. Okay, y'all? I done claimed her now. I ain't got no choice because she ain't gonna leave me alone. She my little YouTube daughter. Okay. Have a great day, everybody, says the vetter. You got 2 likes from me from both pages. Thank you, Danya. And the vetter's laughing at us, Danya. Okay, my little YouTube daughter. That's what she is. Okay. Got a big YouTube daughter over there, which is Shonda Thoughts, that helped me a lot when my brother was sick with his kidney failure. She really came through in the clutch. Now I got a little YouTube daughter out here, and I got a whole family over here. See how blessed I am? I ain't got time to be mad at nobody who don't like me or mad at me. What's wrong with them? But until tonight, y'all have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. Ms.V, love you. And I'll see y'all tonight at somewhere around 9:30. Bye-bye.